About to begin. You honoured ancient shades that hover in the hours of night above this lake. Make our eyes grow heavy and let us dream of what will be in 200,000 years from now.
Well, in 200,000 years from now there won't be anything.
Then let them show us this not anything.
Let them, we're fast asleep.
Men and lions, partridges and eagles, spiders. Geese. And antlered stags, the forthcoming fish that dwells beneath the waters, starfish and creatures invisible to the naked eye. In short, all life, all life, all life. Is this Maura concluded, has got it out? Thousands of centuries have passed since any living creature walked the earth, and this poor moon in vain lights up her lantern. In the meadows, the dawn cry of the crane is heard no more, and the maybugs are silent in the lime groves. Cold, 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 empty, 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 fearful, fearful, fearful. The bodies of all living creatures have fallen into dust, and all their souls have merged into one, and this one universal world soul is me, me. In me are the souls of Alexander the Great, of Caesar, of Shakespeare, of Napoleon, and of the least of leeches. In me, the consciousness of human beings have merged with the instincts of animals. All do I remember, and every life I live again in my own soul.
Touch of the decadent school here, I think.
I am quite alone. Once in every 100 years I open my lips to speak, and my voice echoes cheerlessly through this emptiness where no one listens. Even you, pale fires, are not listening to me. From the late watches of the night, you are born from the rotting swamp and wander the world till dawn, yet without the power of thought or will, without a flicker of life. For fear that life might appear to you the father of eternal matter, who is the devil affecting you, as he does in stone and water, a constant replacement of the atoms, and you are in a state of continual flux. One thing alone in the universe stays unchanging and constant. Spirit itself, like a prisoner, flung into some deep, dry well. I have no knowledge of where I am or of what awaits me. All I am allowed to know is that in this stubborn, bitter struggle with the devil, marshal of all material forces, I am fated to be victor. And matter and spirit will thereafter merge in wondrous harmony to usher in the reign of universal will. But that will come about only after long tens of thousands of years, when moon and bright Sirius and earth alike will gradually turn into dust. Here comes my mighty adversary, the devil, now. I see his fearful crimson eyes.
There's a smell of sulphur, is there supposed to be? Yes. Oh, I see.
Mama.
He buys for human company.
Take it off, put it on, catch cold. Oh, he's taking it off to the devil, the father of eternal matter.
Right! That is it! The play's over!
What are you getting worked up about?
I'm sorry, I was forgetting that playwriting and acting, they're reserved for the chosen few. I've infringed their monopoly.
What's got into him?
Karolina, my dear, that really is no way to deal with youthful pride.
What did I say?
You offended him.
He told us himself beforehand it was an amusing skit. Well, that's how I took it. As a skit.
Oh,
Well, so now it turns out to be some great work of art. Really, becoming a bore. So he got up all this performance and perfumed the air with sulphur not to amuse us, but to give us all an object lesson in the art of writing and acting. Really, it is becoming a bore. These perpetual attacks on me, this campaign of pinpricks, would tax the patience of a saint. He is a willful, difficult boy.
He was trying to give you pleasure.
Oh, really? Well, he didn't choose some normal kind of play to do it with, did he? He made us sit through these weary, poetic ravings. Well, for the sake of amusement, I am prepared to sit through even the ravings of delirium. But what we had here, I take it, were pretensions to new theatrical forms, to a new artistic era. So far as I could see, we didn't get new forms, we simply got bad manners.
Each of us writes as his fancy takes him, and his talent allows.
Well, let him write as his fancy takes him and his talent allows, as long as he leaves me alone.
Jupiter's wrath means Jupiter's wrong.
I am not Jupiter, I am a woman. And I'm not angry. I just find it a bore that a young man should spend his time in such a tedious way. I did not mean to offend.
No one has any basis for separating spirit from matter, because for all we know, spirit is nothing but the material totality of atoms. But you know, what someone ought to put in a play is how we teachers live. Hard times.
Oh, I am sure you do, but please let us have no more talk about plays or atoms. Such a glorious eve. Oh, listen, everyone. Is that singing? On the other side of the lake. How lovely. 10 years or so back, on the lake here, you could hear constant music and singing almost every night. There were 6 estates on this side, and I remember laughter and noise and guns going off and everybody falling in love. Falling in love. And the leading actor in all this, the idol of all 6 estates was, here he is, the doctor. He's enchanting even now, but back then, he was irresistible. My conscience is beginning to prick, however. Why did I offend that poor boy of mine? I feel uneasy. Kostya! Kostya, my son!
I'll go look for him.
Oh, would you?
Hello? Hello?
You're obviously not going to do any more of it.
Oh, well! Bravo! Well, now, we all thought you were wonderful. Well, with those looks and that marvellous voice, you simply cannot stay hidden in the depths of the country. It would be a sin. I feel sure you must have a talent. Do you hear? You absolutely must go on the stage.
Oh, that's my dream. It will never come true, though.
Well, who knows? And now let me introduce Trigorin, Boris Alexeyevich.
I'm so pleased to meet you. I read everything you write.
Well, don't be embarrassed, my dear. He's a famous man, but he has a simple heart. You see, he's as embarrassed as you are.
It's a strange play, didn't you think?
I couldn't understand a word of it. Well, I enjoyed watching it, though. You did it with such sincerity. And the scenery was lovely. There must be a lot of fish in that lake.
Yes.
I love fishing. But there's no greater pleasure I know than sitting on the bank at the end of the day and watching them float.
But I think that for anyone who has experienced the pleasure of creating something, all other pleasures must pale into insignificance.
Oh, well, you mustn't talk like that. When people say nice things to him, he just wishes the earth would swallow him.
Ha! I remember an occasion at the opera in Moscow, when Silver, the famous bass, sang Bottom Sea. Now that same night with Malice aforethought, the bass from our church choir was sitting up in the gallery. Imagine our utter surprise when suddenly from the gallery we hear Bravo Silver, a whole octave lower, like this. Bravo Silver! Well, as you can imagine, the whole theatre simply froze.
Quiet angel flew past.
I have to go.
Oh, go where? So early? Well, we shan't let you.
Papa's waiting for me.
Oh, well, if you must, you must. Such a shame to let you go.
If you knew how hard it is for me to leave.
Well, someone should see you home, I bet.
Oh, no.
No, do stay for 1 hour. Simple as that. No harm, surely.
I really can't. I mustn't.
An unlucky girl, if truth be told. Apparently her late mother made all her huge wealth over to her husband, every last kopeck. And now the girl is left with nothing because her father, in his turn, has already made the whole lot over to his second wife. It is quite scandalous.
A real swine, though, her father, to give him his due.
Oh, we'd better be going too, or it'll get damp. Legs are aching me again.
You look as if you've got a pair of wooden legs. You can hardly walk on them. Come then away, ill-starred old man.
Madame?
Oh, I can hear that dog howling again. Be a good fellow, will you? And tell them to let it loose.
Can't be let loose, I read to say. I'm full of thieves into the granary. I've got the millet in there. Yes, a whole octave.